Well, when it isn't chasing season, I keep all my chasing supplies right here in this cabinet. And one of the things I'm going to do is unpack that mess. Kind of an organized mess, I guess. Show you what I have, and then we'll go to the vehicle and install some of those things. All right, well, this is most of it. I don't have my laptop or my tablet out here, and I'm using my phone to record this. But I've got various things here. Some of this I may need to reevaluate. This is a thermos I take along just in case I want to pack a snack before I leave on a trip. This is a necessity, a good extension cord. It doesn't have too long of a cord on it. This is a turntable I was thinking about experimenting with, so I can turn my laptop or my tablet to either face the driver or the passenger. Speaking of that, this crude board, this device here, is something I invented to put on top of the divider between the passenger and the driver, and it allows me to kind of snap the laptop into place there. I may reevaluate that. This is just something that my son gave to me. That was on one of his gaming chairs that might provide some comfort on long drives. This is also a mount for, I believe, it's an extra mount for an Osmos camera. And so I'll play around with that. These snack bags, these things are indestructible. You could literally keep these for years and they still make good snacks. So these are from last year, okay? That is my all-important mount for the chase vehicle that I'll be installing. And then that box is something we'll unpack separately. There's just various devices in there, mostly cameras and various connectors, and we'll unpack that separately. All right, let's see what's in this goodie bag. Now, I don't really use these inverters much anymore since I have shore power on my Honda Pilot, which is my chase vehicle, but I take it along just in case there's a failure. This is everything having to do, I believe, with, I think I labeled it. Yeah, I have a Coolpix camera, and that's the power supply and the lens cap and all that. It's an old camera. I'm not sure it'll be part of this year's chase or not. Likewise, this is a nice little mount for a camera, or a couple of things, actually, a microphone and a camera, or two cameras. I've inherited this. I'm not sure if I would use that. I actually have a homemade one that I'll show you here. That's actually this right here, where I just bolted a bunch of camera brackets together to make this double-tiered holder, so one can hold the phone while the other one holds the better quality camera. So that's actually come in handy, maybe more so than the other one. I certainly have to put my suction mount on my windshield. Now, they make better ones than this. This is an old school. I think I bought this back around 2009, 2010, somewhere in there. So it works, it functions, but there are maybe some sleeker models I can look at for that. And then we'll grab this. This is the GoPro and all of its equipment in there. This is that Coolpix camera here that I was talking about. Again, kind of bulky. I'm not sure I'll take it with me. This is a special thing that I designed so I can have Google Maps up at all times, and that actually attaches to the suction mount. I think that's going to work. It worked out at the end of last chase season, and if you recognize this is a very old Samsung tablet which has no other use than for this. So we'll see how that works. I like having my navigation separate. And then just going through here I actually bought a case of energy drinks a couple of weeks back, and I threw a couple in here. And I got some Tums just in case I don't, treat myself right on the road and eat garbage. Got a pair of needle nose pliers there. I'm not even sure what's in that bag. We'll take a look. Here's a lens cap. And these things right here that I'm going to throw here are just pieces of shims of wood that are used to keep the louvers on my air conditioning from collapsing. If that makes any sense. You just wedge them in there and it keeps them from closing on these. You can mount stuff to it. So that's, again, the next layer down. Still haven't shown you yet the tablet or the laptop, but we'll get to that. All right, my chase vehicle is a Honda Pilot, and if you want to see the complete setup, stick around to the end of the video and I'll have a link that I recorded last year that shows everything installed. But I got my box here emptied and I put the things in here that I need to install. What I did here is I kind of took the carpet back and made the bracket that holds my laptop installable right there, but I cut the carpet in a way that if I ever had to like resell the car, you'd be hard pressed to find that damage there or that adjustment. Everything else seems pretty good, and I'll start installing. All right, well, here's kind of the next phase. I've got the GoPro connected to my suction mount, and that's what I use for Google Maps. I say I use it for Google Maps, and it is primarily what I like to use it for, but I actually can call up RadarScope on there too if I wanted to. Let's hope it works. I'm tethering on from my phone right now. I don't think there's anything out there today. Nice sunny day, just some high cirrus clouds out there. But anyway, that's working. That's on Springfield. And I have the charging cords for all those. Now, I'm like this. I keep these bags. So here is USB micro cords that I've collected over the years. And then here are some USB mini cords that I've collected over the years. So that's kind of the way I roll. And then I've got these two C connectors here that plug in. You can never have too many of those. I haven't gotten my laptop out here yet. Usually I kind of fold it over and put it in tablet mode and put it on there, so that's good. Otherwise, everything else is shaping up. All right, so this is the laptop I use. And gosh, this thing is probably about 7 years old. And what I like to do when I'm in the field is just kind of flip this and use it as a tablet right here. It takes up a lot less space, and it's not as tall in the vehicle. It's just easier to look at. That way, you just have to get used to the touch screen. So it works out really well. One of the things I told myself I would do this year is get connected with Spotter Network again, because last season I just didn't do it. I mean, I have a login for them. I just need to redo it and look at that. So that's one of the things I wanted to do. On the laptop, I'll check the software out, but I think pretty much I use this laptop for looking at Storm Prediction Center, outlooks, mesoscale discussions, things like that, or raw data. All right, this is my Samsung tablet. I think I bought it about 3 years ago. I love this thing. I primarily purchased it for music because I can put all my written out music on here. I can play backing tracks using iReal Pro, many other uses, taking notes. I take notes on here a lot. But when I'm storm chasing, I pretty much just go to here and hit RadarScope. That's pretty much what I use. That's for a per Weather Service radar view, but I also have other sources like my laptop and my little Google Maps old Samsung tablet. And looking at regional radars is sometimes really important because you can get micro-focused on one storm you're chasing and not see the big picture, so that happens a lot. And then if I go into notes here, I think I took some notes, chasing notes. I wonder how many of these I'm gonna pursue. Let's see what I wrote at the end of last chasing season. So secure stand to pilot floor. It was a little wobbly, I did that. I talked about that turntable. I don't know if I'm going to have time to work on that. A drone, that's very ambitious. And a live stream, that could happen. I might use OBS or an equivalent on that. I'm not sure I'm going to do that this week as these chase opportunities unfold, but it is certainly something to work on in the next couple of weeks. Well, that does it for this setup. I'm doing this a little earlier than I thought I had to, but we got some chase opportunities coming up the first week of March here, maybe the middle of March too, the way the long-range projections are looking. So I had to scramble a little bit, but I'm prepared and I've got everything organized as you've seen. If you want to watch the complete setup, watch this video right here that I recorded last year, and you'll see the complete setup in action. And of course, I've got chasing videos from last year too that you can check out in the chasing playlist on my YouTube channel. We'll sign out for now and might see you on the road here with a storm chase coming up in the next couple of days.